you're about to receive something.
Hola.
And some kind of false commitment, which is
Hola,
a
hola.
lot of you.
Happy Sunday, Fundy.
Question their place in your life. They're afraid that you're going to see something and upheave something. It's the case of like, a house being built and you were never around, and in the basement there was some kind of like, skull or whatever. And so when you dig it up, you're like, what the hell? This was here all along? That's this person, energetically. And it's so beaded into the ancestry of this, like the maternal ancestry of the collective that I'm tapping into. That what you're doing is very much like breaking a generational curse. And it's a practice of every single day, realizing what feels right, not mistaking deception for bond. Because this is an overcomplicated energy, whoever this is. And they've done so on purpose.
That a bitch.
So, keep that in mind, because for some of you, I'm getting that there's a reason why this energy is here, and it's because of like, there's a new love. There's something about that. Just gonna leave that here, okay? Don't know what that means. Until next time, guys. I don't reach out. Those are scammers.
Watch out for them scammers.
Everything you need to know is in the description box down here, as usual.
Thank you for that video, like.
Sad Girl and my second book.
Been dealing with my brother all day. I don't want to say it like that, but it's been an adventure.
Hardcover, Kindle, and all versions.
Just make sure you go support her book.
All I can say is you won't regret it. And for
Her
those
books,
of you
actually.
The first book and the second book, especially for the second book, leave me some reviews on Amazon when you get a chance. I always read them. And yeah. Until next time, guys. Ciao.
All right, my beautiful. Hey, what it? Word from my sponsor. How is everybody doing on this beautiful, beautiful Grand Rising? Hopefully wonderful. What an adventure I had yesterday. I just realized it bled over until yesterday. So let's just get right into it. I was having a pretty normal day, just relaxing, and then I get a knock on my door, and it sounded pretty familiar, and I was like, all right, I didn't call anybody over. I was thinking it was my neighbor because I was looking for a ride to get me some weed. They had a good old deal going on at Thrive. I'm like, shit, let me get this deal. So I was calling around a few different people. So this is how God works. So I get a knock on the door, and I open it up. It's my brother Rico. I was like, shit, what the fuck? So it was crazy because as soon as I saw him, I just gave him knuckles, like, what's going on? Because I did send him a message 2 months ago saying that our dad's final wishes was for all of us to get along better and to stop this bickering and so forth with all this house and the will shit going on with my other brother Marcus and yada yada. So we've been dealing with that, like I told you guys a few months ago. And then when Rico's here, he tells me his boy Alex Malloy said, hey, you better check out the video Marcus did. So we look at that. Marcus made his video. Said what he said. Long story short, shit. It was such like an eye-opener and a surprise that it just caught me off guard, but it is all a part of the plan, you know what I mean? Because I felt good, you know what I mean? It's all about energy, and it's been in the atmosphere that somebody's gonna pop up out of the blue, and I gotta use my discernment and just let everything reveal itself. So that's where I'm at now. He talked to me, Rico, earlier about like I need to apologize to my stepmom because my stepmom told Rico that, hey, it's not, your brother reached out to me and I highly recommend he stops or I'm gonna file charges against him. So she sent that message to my brother Rico and Sean Bernard. And long story short, Rico said that Marie told him that have your brother stop harassing me because it's Marcus who stole his inheritance, not me. So I'm like, damn, that's fucking wild how those words were said just like that. So I laughed because I was like, damn, I stand corrected because I said before I wrote my stepmom this long paragraph saying, I know what you did. You stole my inheritance. You put me on a false conveyorship program. All the 9 yards you've been hearing all of us talk about. I said if I'm wrong about anybody, I may have did a video about this, I would make a public announcement saying I redact my statement, which I called her after me and Rico talked for a little bit, and I was just analyzing. I was like, are they scheming me? Are they just more confusion? You know? But I went with it, you know, and so I've been asking God forever, like I want honest family. I want to rekindle our relationship. I want to honor my dad's words, but just being in so much confusion and there's so much lack of communication, you know, it's tough and challenging at times to believe anybody. So I'm just taking it day by day. But I did reach out to Marie and apologize to her via her roommate. And it felt good, but it's just a little weird. I'm keeping an eye on everything. I'm not just going to say, okay, you know, I'm all in. Because it's just day by day. But it's just a major lesson for anybody going through like a situation with family, friends, bosses, whatever situationship. My main goal is always to resolve things the most diplomatic way. I've always been, I think I could say that with conviction. I've always been that diplomatic approach type of person. When I got more level-headed, yeah, right? So let's just say that I'm not perfect. But I believe diplomacy is the key, communication is the key to solve anything, really. You know what I mean? As soon as the communication's open, then there's no loss in translation, and then most of the time, altercations can be diffused just by having a simple, open-ended conversation, right? I mean, I've stopped so many fights of other people myself just by sitting down and talking. I was like, what's going on? Why do we even really have this issue? So I'm learning, you know what I mean, that I being tossed in the Joseph pit, me and Rico were going back and forth. He was saying, I'm Joseph, you're Benjamin. You're the youngest brother. And it was just funny how that show's going. But long story short, it's just very uncomfortable to even be in this situation and expressing myself and what I'm going through now. But I can only keep it a buck and tell you what I'm going through day by day. And I was hesitant over there to even do this video, but I was like, no, I can't hold this back. This is what I'm channeling, and I want to get it off my chest first and foremost, to get my point of view expressed, you know what I mean, how I'm feeling and what I'm going through in real time. And for it to be documented, because there's so much confusion out here. I'm tired of people filing false police reports, all crazy shit, right? So, like, honesty is key. Honesty will set you free. Just like I was telling Rico earlier today, I was telling him the first time I gave my dad a false report card, like I manipulated the D's, turned them into B's, and I literally told him how it happened. I was like in class or something. I got my report card. I was looking at it, just staring at it, because I knew I was gonna get my ass whooped. And I had a number 2 pencil. Get some of that ether on. I had a number 2 pencil in my hand. At the time, I was looking at my report card, and then I did some type of motion with my hand, and I had the number 2 pencil the opposite way. So the eraser was facing the report card on the letter D, and then I made a maneuver, and then like the eraser like erased the middle of the D bridge, the bubble, and then my left shoulder was like, oh, you can make it to a B. So I turned it to a B, and then I smeared it to smudge it to make it look more authentic, matching the other letters on the report card. You know, you can't have a bright ass number 2 pencil stand out amongst the typewriter ink used for your report cards. So I was telling Rico this story for a few different reasons. I was showing him how my guilt got me after I did that, and I submitted it to my dad. I gave it to him, and then I attempted to go to sleep, and the guilt just wouldn't let me go to sleep. And God was like, you better tell your dad the truth. So I begrudgingly knocked my dad's door, And then he looks at me and he's like, "What's up?" And I had the guilty face, and then I believe I started crying, and I was like, "Hey, but I feel bad, but I wanted to make you proud of me, and I didn't do as well as I wanted to do in English and math and a few different subjects. I don't know if it was English or whatever it was, science or something like that. So I manipulated the report card, and I'm sorry about it, but I wanted to tell you." And he looked at me with the Uncle Phil face, but he's like, "You know what? Truth will set you free. Honesty will always set you free," something like that. "And I'm not going to beat your ass. You're going to be grounded for a week, but I'm not going to beat your ass since you told me the truth." And then I gave him a hug and I went to bed like a baby, right? And I told Rico that. I was expressing to him, because he's like, "Hey, Marcus is manipulating all this stuff for the house, yada, yada. And he's stealing money from us, this and that." And I said, "Well, if Marcus is doing all this, my dad used to say the guilt will bleed through your pores. Like, energy is basically energy. It's always detectable. Like, parents know when their kids lie and do certain things because their parents did a lot of these same actions that their own children are doing. So our parents will ask us questions that they already know the answer to. Confirmation, bitches." And so, like, I'm basically saying, yeah, Marcus is behind all this stuff. Then his actions will be exposed in public. Like, a lot of people that do actions in the dark, it must come to light. So with my intuitiveness, I had to put together a lot of this fucking mystery that's going on within my own family, that something fishy's going on, and I'm hearing my collective have a lot of the same similar energy and readings going on here. So, like, being a Sherlock spiritual detective can be very challenging, and sometimes you could be wrong. So hence I'm making this video now. And yeah, it's just like, I still 50-50. It's like I still wrestle on ideas like, is Marie have anything to do with this? She's just separating herself from Marcus and tossing him under the bus. It's just, hence, you know, I'm a more face-to-face person, you know what I mean? It's like, I just wish we can just sit down and talk and just have straightforward answers and not this amnesia. "I don't know what you're talking about. You're just crazy. Where did you get this shit from?" So I'm just being very cautious because love can get you killed, right? Obviously. And you just don't want to do anything out of love and jump into any situation because of your passion. You got to literally analyze all of the levels of discernment. You got to look at the outside, the exterior, the interior, the actions, the patterns. Hence, I was watching Light's video. I was attempting to watch it earlier, but me and Rico just talked a lot after we ran some errands. So I didn't really get a chance to watch any of my collective's videos. Luckily, I caught Brittany the Cosmic Wifey's earlier, which was great. I always love catching hers. And I caught Summer Moon's. I was watching Summer Sunny Divine 007. I watched a few of Oshun Investigates, even though Agent Smiths were messing with her video. It's like, baby, Jay-Z don't want that truth getting out at all. That means you're doing something right, girl. Keep on doing it. So basically, I'm going to catch up with as much as I need to, but basically, I was watching Light's video or someone's video. Could have been with Golden something. I forgot what her name is. Tarot with Golden. She's a really cute girl, you know. Cute laughs, funny. She got a bird. She got a parrot. But yada yada. I think she was talking about like just everything takes time, you know what I mean? It's just, you gotta just sit back and let things do its thing and not force the outcome. And yada yada. There's just a lot going on, collective. Forgive me if I seem a little spacey because like it's still surreal that everything took place yesterday, but it's what I wish for. I wanted clarity. I'm asking God to reveal to me everybody that's behind everything, and God will give you what you ask for. You just gotta know how to analyze what you're seeing and what you're hearing and so forth. So that's where I'm at now. And thank you again, Light, for your latest video. I understand what's going on now, and if you're gonna fight tooth and nail, we'll see, and we'll take it from there. It's like more, it's This is just more fucking revealing shit every goddamn day, honestly, man. Just something new, man. With great powers come great responsibilities, for real. I think WrestleMania's today, too. Yeah, what do y'all think about that Cameron shit, man? That shit looks so staged. Then I saw Logan Paul on another interview on ESPN, and that shit looked like some more staged, hyped up shit. It just reminds me of where does Jerry Lawler, I forget, there was a wrestler back in the day that fought this comedian. I forgot what his name was, and they acted like he broke his neck, and it was a big ordeal in WWF. And then talk shows expanded on it and just hyped it up. And then Andy something. The comedian's name was Andy something. I forgot what his name was. Jim Carrey did a movie with him, Andy Krause or something, if I'm saying his name right. And he was saying wrestling's fake, and then Larry King something, I forgot what his name is. He's an announcer on wrestling, and he used to be a wrestler back in the day, and he always used to dress up as a king. And him and Andy, the comedian, did a little gig in a wrestling ring, and the audience ate it up. Andy laid in the ring, acted like he was really hurt and paralyzed. He actually went to the hospital, got a neck brace a few days after he got released, and he was in public saying, oh, he's going to sue the wrestling dude that hurt him. And then at the very end of the ordeal, years later, the parents of Andy bump into the wrestler, and they say, hey, man, we never liked you because we thought you really hurt our son, until we found out it was all a joke, because the comedian hit up the wrestler, I think a few days later, and said, hey, man, we did a good job. And then it was like an inside joke to get the fans to believe it, to sell the story, to fill in more seats with asses. You know, basically the bottom line is to sell tickets. So I'm thinking they're doing the same thing now with the Cameron and the Paul Logan. I don't know, if you know, you know. It just looked too staged to me. And Cameron wouldn't have got laid out like that. I mean, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's a marketing ploy. It was successful. People are talking about it, so it did its thing. It is what it is. Which I was looking at the title of their show, and I saw it was called It Is What It Is, and I was like, I've been saying it is what it is for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing a lot of people is taking my shit and making it theirs. I know I'm influential, so I need to do some research on that. I was like, is that a new show, It Is What It Is, or have they always had It Is What It Is? But I know that's such a standard expression, I'm not going to run with it and say they stole my, you know what I mean? So I'm not doing that. But when I looked at it earlier yesterday, I was like, it is what it is. I say that shit way out. But yada yada. That's just a side note. But what do y'all think? Do you think it was real, or do you think it was just to sell tickets for WrestleMania today? So we'll see if Cameron pulls up on WrestleMania, what happens, right? We'll see if any smirks are exchanged and they say, oh, we got you. But that's some, never mind. It is what it is. I don't know. I think really that's really the premise of the download. I don't think it's going to be too long. Oh, yeah, and Collective Beat. Sounds like a broken record. Woo! Oh, dry throat. Be careful of the projections out here. There's a lot of salty people, fake stunting and all this shit. Taking pictures in front of kids. I'm an inspiration, I'm a dream, and all this stuff. People on the news, all this stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. But God already forewarned me. You're going to see a lot of people doing little fake stunting and shit. They get us twitching our eyes like, oh, we've been doing this for a minute. Why aren't we getting recognition? But we are getting recognition, but it's a lot of the shit behind the shadows. We're seeing a lot more now. And I ain't gonna front, you know what I mean? I'm proud of what I'm seeing. It's just that I know the algorithm and how the devil works when they're desperate and they just so offended by our energy alone, they want to act like they're doing more and shit. But time will tell. It's funny, man. Time's already showing now. So we're just gonna stand in our lanes humbly and continue doing it, even though there's a lot of projection out here. People are gonna say you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're that. And as long as you know who you are and you're confident and your radiance is threatening people alone, for them to have to pull those type of tactics on you, to act like you're invisible and they're doing more than you, which has never been a pissing contest, never been competition with me at all, but they want to make it a competition. And then you're just gonna have tough skin and just see through it all, laugh at it. People want to hoard their resources to act like it's gonna affect you. People say, oh, you're finally getting seen. It's like, I've been seen since, all right? As soon as I put my face on camera, I've been being seen, all right? So don't let all this hype and more subscribers in them hype you out of your job, all right? These people who do the most to fake stunt on you, to act like they're doing something more official than you are. Keep on grinding, keep on keeping your nose to the grindstone. And I promise you, the fruits of your labor will produce. And society will do a lot to keep you in their social construct reality, some Truman Show. And if you fall for the okie doke, they're going to be the narrator of your life the whole time, like some Wonder Years shit. You don't want no Wonder Years narrator narrating your story, all right? Or some Everybody Hates Chris narrator type shit. So, unless if you're the narrator of your own story, that's what I am. I'm the narrator of my own story. I always say communication is key. I always say reach out to me, get the truth from the horse's mouth. And we see there's too much manipulation. People want to act like they're me and do all types of shit to ruin my name, so I won't get support, resources, and bleed me fucking dry. That is the fucking name of their game. But unfortunately, that's not the name of God's game. Because God hired me, who the fuck is going to fire me? All right? Stay with the word. We embody it. We're the walking fucking light of Christ. Bottom line, Christ consciousness incarnate. So we'll see what goes on now. Hopefully everything and justice will be fucking served. Whoever was behind whatever will be dealt with. We're seeing a lot more brighter days by the day. I'm happier than a pig and shit, but at the same time, we're disappointed in a lot of people's actions. And we got to continue growing. We're not making excuses. Collective, finally get this through y'all's head. All right? I'm happy as shit. I appreciate you guys. Some of you saying, well, now you're getting the courage to do this. Some people think I'm waiting for an opportunity to do X, Y, Z. But we know the tactics, we know the game. I'm not waiting for anything. I'm not nervous, never been scared. It's always been about the resources. I'm operating with what I have to operate off of. Okay, if you're not where I am, not victim mentality, just like Oshun investigates, everyone knows these motherfuckers will love putting titles just to try to deflect and project on you. This is real shit. Hence, a lot more people in the collective are calling more of these criminals out so we can get justice served sooner than later. Otherwise, I'm going to be operating on where I'm operating at. Why you explain yourself? This ain't explaining myself. This is just a king saying what it is because we're transparent. There's no misconception here. No out of context shit. This is where the frustration has always been. Donate to the boy, support the boy, help out the boy. Teamwork makes the dream work, and we can get Genosha up and running even sooner. Just like we see people on TikTok, hey, donate to my gift here and this and that. Same shit with this show over here. So if you're not supporting financially or sharing my videos and saying, thank you, YouTubeverse, like Oshun investigates, out of all my collective, I've heard, no, and Bridget the Cosmic Wifey has said my name on live stream. Hey, Zodog. Hey, YouTubeverse. Bam. That's a start. Don't be on your video, say, hey, I love you, I appreciate it. We appreciate that, for real. And then have the audacity to name another TikToker or YouTuber. And the same breath after you said, thank God, I love you, God. I ain't gonna say your name, I'm gonna say thank you, all that support, we know who you're talking to. And then you say a name of Timmy or Jimmy's. That is the most disrespectful thing ever. That is where we've always been at. And we're gonna see if that continues. And it's like, God, baby J's, but you don't have no problem opening up your Bible and saying, hey, Jesus Christ, thank you, saved my day. But it comes to me, it's always the vague Batman Morse code shout outs. It's not no need for validation. It's just, let's get on board. You don't need to be threatening by saying my name. No one's going to do shit to you. You don't need to worry about saying my name and then your friends are saying, are you associated with Lonzo? It's like, let's just get out all the fucking bullshit this chapter. Even Brittany Cosmic Wavy said, this is just a time. I know I always refer to my barber Gordon because, you know, we're very similar. No cut cards, not giving an F. It's just what the fuck it is. If you're riding with me, stop fucking being vague and say my fucking name, because we already know what time it is and who you're talking to anyways. Stop being fearful. Okay? If anyone is scared, it is you guys. Because you're not saying my name, you're doing a generic tarot reading. Let's be honest. You're not reading for nobody else out here. You want to be really honest? We'll be really honest. You know who you're reading for? It's me and yourselves. I'm going back to 4-year-old videos and I'm like, this is very similar. Have you guys been knowing about me 4 or 5 years ago? I didn't know nothing about the tarot community, and I'm reading that shit. I'm like, damn, they are right on point in my life right there. So let's just cut the fucking shit, and let's be real with each other. Stop being soft, stop being vague, and say the fucking person's name. You're not going to lose no fucking subscribers. You're going to gain more subscribers, if anything. And I'm not even saying that to be vain. Let's just cut the fucking bullshit. Like when Rico showed up here, a lot of his dialogue, I said, what the fuck is the bottom line? What the fuck do you want? In other words, what the fuck is going on? Stop with all this fluff bullshit. Fake profiles saying, it's just fucking fake, fucking fake. Say fucking people can't reach out. Like I hear different videos. I like you. It's just what the fuck, man. All I want to do now is like, I want to fuck. You know what I mean? It's just like, fuck waiting for someone to come. Fuck all this patience. Fuck it all. I want to break backs. That's that. And that's basically what's going to be. I don't even know. It's just, y'all, I'll be right back. 2813. On the real no filter videos. Crazy bitches. Just get real with it and just fuck it. Baby fucking J Nuggets. You want a good template? Be more like a Shun fucking investigates. Mermaid. Prophets. Prophets. I don't know. Fuck it. You don't need to be like anybody else. Just be yourselves. Fucking bitch, man. Fucking bitch. Hey, so is everything alright? It looks like everything alright? It's like the more realer I get, and then the very next day I hear titles, are you alright? You need to calm down. You doctor ordered. But I was told there will be a time I'm not going to be listening to much advice from this. I'm not going to need as many readings because I'm going to know myself anyways, right? I'm just going to know what it is. And I'm noticing that. I'm not even really looking at many videos looking for confirmation anymore, because I'm seeing a lot of the same old type of reads. Like, that's really it. And honestly, I think I was thinking about it earlier yesterday. I was like, man, if us as a spiritual community would just cut the shit and directly cut the cancer out and name the cancer, people wouldn't be hiding in these communities acting like they're doing God's work. If y'all had some fucking balls and said the names of these fake ass fuckers, they wouldn't be anywhere to hide. Nowhere to fucking hide. No one's confused over here. Fucking water seed vibes. Oh, you just look confused. You're just a hating ass bitch. Really, you are. You're a hating ass bitch. Sorry, you are. Okay, just half these readers are dry and just nasty and wanted me to be stuck and confused. I've never been fucking confused, first and foremost. So I saw your video yesterday. I was going to do something. I'm just like, I just want to reach through the screen and punch your fucking face off. Nasty ass, disrespectful bitches. Now you jumping on my bandwagon because you see what it is. So we don't have time for fucking fake ass bitches. People that can't say my fucking name, which is basically God's son's name. You guys are getting cut. I wanted you all to join Genosha and we sit there together, kumbaya, Indian style. I need brave motherfuckers, and I'm seeing a lot of soft cotton ball motherfuckers. It's really what it is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just venting out what I've always been wanting to vent out, but I kept it a little beating around the bushes because I don't want to hurt no one's fucking feelings. But that's my problem. Closed mouths don't get fed. This is what the hell's going on. I need more fucking gall, more bravery. Cut the fucking tarot card niche out and say what the fuck it is. You're letting people in this community fake the fucking funk after I called them out. Then they get on their video the very next day or a few days later and act like I never called these people out. It's like, how blinded are these fucking people not to see through the bullshit? But it takes strength in numbers for us to come together and call these people out one by one. What are y'all scared of? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I was like, if I am this brave, why aren't you guys this fucking brave? It really sometimes irks me, like when I was watching The Chosen and Jesus is upset with his own disciples at times because like they don't get it. All these miracles are performed in front of them. They're sitting there like with their knees like, It's very fucking frustrating when we see shit in y'all. You show us potential. We ask you to do certain things, and then we hear, oh, we can't force people to do things. You got to do things in your own way. And then you guys want a solution, but you're not following the steps to get that solution. You're still being vague with the readings. It's like fucking Christ. It's like having a fire in a building, and it takes a fire extinguisher to put the fire out, but you're not grabbing a fire extinguisher. You're grabbing Dixie cups with that bitch filled with fucking piss, and you just, okay. Just to keep the problem going, just to get fed. You know what I'm saying? It's like to keep your jobs going. You keep the fire going so you have some drama to talk about versus putting the shit out. It's like all these billionaires and everybody got all the money to save these problems in the world, but none of them's doing shit but have the audacity to ask us to donate to their causes. And people fucking go in their pockets and pull the last money out to donate to these billionaires, and no one's fucking put two and two to fucking together. Like Tupac said, why do these billionaires have all these mansions, all these rooms, and they're not filling them with homeless or nothing? It just doesn't fucking make any sense. And people just keep on operating with the bullshit because they're too scared to fucking say something against the system. Like certain women, I say, spiritual bathrobe, reach out to me. I want your titties in my mouth. Light, what the fuck? You want to get married? I want to fuck you. What the fuck's going on? Hey, I don't know. I fucking know. It's great, right? And then you just sit there and you just fucking what? Gotta be more fucking patient and shit. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with humans, man? Just makes you want to go out here and just start fucking and shit again. Man, fuck all this waiting shit. Soulmates, okay. Soulmate this, soulmate that. It's coming in 2 weeks. You're getting communication. Yeah, you're getting this. Yeah, you're getting this. Fucking weak ass, soft ass motherfuckers, man. Doing shit. All we wanted was communication. Can't get a fucking phone call. Shit. Sometimes I've asked God, what the fuck am I doing this shit for? What the fuck I gotta be obedient? Why the hell I gotta do all this shit for? What the fuck results am I getting? Besides more fucking sorrow, disappointment, this and this, country girls, there's a whole bunch of shit. Just made me want to bend over everybody and butt fuck the shit out of them until they get brave. That's exactly what the fuck I want to do. It's just, what the fuck, nuggets. Shit. It's like I gotta wait for everybody else. I don't gotta wait for shit, but it feels like I'm just waiting and shit. It's like Stone Cold after the Royal Rumble. He tossed everybody out and he's waiting for that countdown for the next opponent to come in the ring. Don't give up, Zoe. We like you. We like. God, fucking baby nuggets. Great powers come great responsibilities. He's bitching. What are you fucking venting out in this shit? It's therapeutic right now. I ain't out here slapping bitches, and I'm just telling you what you already fucking know. But you don't want to hear it. You want someone to tell you how it is, but when we tell you how it is, you get offended, then you make me the villain of your story because you don't want no accountability in your fucking life. Shit, bitches, man. Fucking bitches. This is just tough love for real. Just fucking more tough love. Don't let other people's opinions affect you. We're sensitive. We're fucking psychics. We feel all this shit coming our fucking way. You put the hoodie on, it deflects some of this shit, but we know this shit's still out there. It's like you say you want a solution, but do you guys really want a solution? Seems like you just put it on me, all the burdens on me to get shit done. Ain't will say this, the collective will say this. He will say it, I won't. I'm monetized. I can't get flagged. Well, then why don't you leave the community? I told y'all this is my community. This is realness right here. Why would I leave? To let the fake shit continue. The fuck you guys think I was sent here for? It's like, God, baby, J Nuggets. 37. Well, yeah, that was a good venting session. That was what grinds my gears session. So just be reciprocal. You want to support? Then support the people you like. Don't not support the people you like, but tell the people you like in your videos we love you. Then have the same audacity to ask for donations on your fucking channel. Yeah, I think someone said it. I forgot who it was. I think it was Ja King or whatever his name was. He said, yeah, a lot of people, when they see you going through something, they just sit there and they like watch you go through stuff because they know you can get it done anyways. And that's basically boiled down to. It's just like, yeah, he's resilient. He can always figure out a way. But then you guys have the audacity to say you want a community, but you're not acting like community. So this is just stuff that needed to be said. It's been said a few different times, but just not as raw and straight from the belly button. And just don't come at me when things tangibly, bada bangs, and then ask for some help. Ask for some finance support. Ask for resources. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to fucking happen. Period. Just a solo dolo shit. It gets lonesome, but we know we have eternal life, so it's worth it. We signed up for it. We know that. We know where we focus our energy, or energy goes where the focus flows. Forever night, yada yada. But this is some real shit, you know what I'm saying? This is real shit that I will always vent when I'm not seeing the results that God wants. So, still gonna be gravy all day, every day. I just had to drop you with some more truth hot sauce and let you all digest that and see what happens the rest of this day and see what transpires. What a day, collective. Thank you for joining into another episode of Daily Motivation. No filter. What grinds my gears? A little Benjamin Button reverse aging segment. How to stay sexy, high vibrating, truthful, transparent, honesty, communication is key. Staying with God, having faith, no matter what the situation looks like. We are celebrating our victories, collective. It's yeah. It's a lot of angel responsibilities that we're proud to carry, and we just express what goes on behind the scenes, and it's not always pretty. And when you want improvement, you're going to voice your disappointment, so hopefully the general consensus can be heard, and then we can take it from there day by day, and then you guys can let me know what your disappointments are, and then we can come together and brainstorm, and we can make some shit happen. Okay, it's not hating anybody, it's just me voicing my frustrations and seeing if a change will happen. If not, we will rearrange the whole collective. I would just drop everybody, like fuck it, I'll start fucking fresh. If they're just starting fresh because I'm seeing a lot of softness. I love the softness because it's inner child, but sometimes we need some fucking tough soldiers. And I need to be surrounded with a multifaceted of personalities, with more toughness and calling out the cancers that are in your community and our community together. Grab the fire extinguisher off the wall and actually squeeze the nozzle and put the flame out, and not just keep some flames dancing so you can have material to come back and keep on doing shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like the government shit. They cause a problem and have the solution on the same token. Because you have nowhere else to go besides them, so they know how to orchestrate the fucking stage. Don't be one of them orchestrating the stage shit. Don't do no more Truman Show that I've been experiencing for 4 years. And I'm finally free from. And I want other people to come, but I can't force you.